Manic Monday here at the LA School of Comedy. Thank you so much, guys. I'm your host tonight, Samantha Linderman. I'm the comedy concierge. I'm just one of a unit of a moving body that makes this place happen. Let's put our hands together for the talented, the one, the only. He can make it happen. The one and only Jason Ham, everybody. He is producing tonight in addition to the man who made it happen. He's here. We don't have him all the time, so I'm happy he's here tonight. Mark Zaffron, everybody. Yes. Men, clap for men. Where's the male support for men? I feel like I'm the only male supporter. Me and, of course, Sunda Kroonquist, everybody. She cannot be here tonight. She's getting stuff done. You know, that's so funny. That's a crazy thing. She's always getting stuff done. She's boom, 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 boom. One time we were on the phone for like 7 hours, and I swear to God, when I hung up, I was like, I needed 30 more minutes. I was like, we needed to talk about more things. So call that what you will. We'll find out what my psychiatrist thinks next time. Does anybody else's psychiatrist always want to say, and what do you think? Yes. I think I didn't go to school for this. I think I didn't go to school. Doctor, let me save the jokes 1 second. I know. Can you believe I was going to start joking? I'm sorry, guys. I was about to start joking around. But I want to tell you really quick what we have to offer here. So we do have our open mics, but we have our classes. We have stand-up classes. And we also have a writing class. So please do email and call us. Email us at LASchoolComedy@gmail. Call us at 310-470-1939. Because we in the kids' classes. So summer's coming up. I know we missed spring break. Or you guys missed spring break. We were here. I don't know. Everybody was everywhere. But in the summer and now we're doing kids classes. And I work with kids right now. Don't clap. I know. Don't clap. Shaping the future. Don't clap. It's fine. Just a woman doing what I'm supposed to do, right? We don't clap when the toilet flushes, right? So I work with kids. I didn't have them. Yet. You know, I do want to reveal those. Oh! That's a jinx. I'll open my... And then my notebook says, I regret nothing. I bought this in Joshua Tree when I got some chocolates mixed up, swear to God. And I'm not going to elaborate. I'm just not going to elaborate, but I regret nothing. Shit, I got to scroll to the end. Scroll. I haven't opened a book in a long time. Okay, so I did the intro. Okay. So we're in LA right now, but if you're in New York at the end of the month, April 30th at Pangea, you should see Aviva's show. I wish I could be there, 8 p.m. Go to our website and everywhere for more info. That's my last shout out. And shout out my Instagram at SamLakeTBH. And if you have a better username suggestion, DM it. What's another shout out? Hey now. Is a shout out being delivered to me? Is that a shout out? Hey now. Sorry guys, I'm getting a shout out. Beep 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 beep. What is this? UCLA presents stand-up night May 29th at 6 to 8 p.m. I thought it said 6:18 p.m. I was like, guys, get this. It's hard to see in the light. It's not. I don't have problems. I don't have reading problems, I should say. Stand-up night, amazing. Looking for a Los Angeles talent. I love this. Okay, so guys, stay tuned for this. This looks great. I want to go. Free for all. The one thing I'm forgetting to read. My thumb is covering up the corner. Free for all. So we should all go to this UCLA stand-up night, May 29th. You will hear about it more. Looking for Los Angeles talent. Hate to say it, that's all I see in this room. So I think we might have to go. LA School of Comedy presents, UCLA presents. We are Westwood strong. Anybody else from LA? I went to Emerson Middle School down the block. So I'm LA strong. I can't get any closer than the Angel Morona with the trumpet on the Mormon temple. Like, I'm from here. I would be in PE class looking at her, looking at me. Eye contact. I miss Sunday. I wish she was here. When people look at me and ask where she is, I feel like I'm at my job with kids when they're like, are you my teacher today? Are you my mother? No! And then I say yes, and they go, are you my mother? Yeah. So it is Passover right now. And so many people are curious about it. I bring it Passover and people are like, tell me more. And I resent that. If you had to go, you'd say nothing and you would move the F on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been going on dates lately. I know. Growing up. And, you know, I was like, Passover, oh, tell me more. I really don't want to. I think there's so many texts on it, so much media, to the point where you don't want to hear about my Passover. Plus, Zadie just died, so I didn't know how Passover was going to go this time. No, it was so much worse. And you know it. Because you need a little fear in the room, okay? Respect can only go so far, okay? When he would clink his glass, pin would drop. Like you guys when I speak. Like, that is exactly what it would be. And instead, this time, it was just kids running around. I'm like, there is hot matzo ball soup that I waited a whole freaking Seder for. Prayer. I can't hear anything because I'm at the second table. Do you know, like, I'm at the kids' table next to my dad. Shit was weird. We weren't ready. Family's family. I didn't see Kanye West. I bought tickets and I sold them. And I just had this really bad feeling there was going to be like a bomb threat. And I haven't had that feeling maybe ever. Like I was like, what if I am there? I'm like the only Jew there. And there's like a bomb threat on Kanye West. I would be so embarrassed during Passover to be there. So I had to sell my ticket. Does that ever happen to you guys? Has that ever happened with somebody else? That happened to you, Lee?
Not with Kanye.
Mostly because my crush wouldn't come with me. Not that I was gonna bomb the place. I'm not the bomb threat. I'm the bomb threat. I was not gonna bomb the place. I was just anxious, and then I was like, let me sell these tickets. So I made $11. Thank God. I didn't lose any money. Yeah. So Jewish. Oh my God. Thank God. I'm like sweating about it. I'll just say one last thing. I feel like I had so many crazy. Oh, I used to hate small talk, and now I love it. Now I hate real talk. Yes. Is that great? Is that growing up? I love to learn where you're from, and then next time I see you, ask you where you're from. That's my favorite thing, to never remember and then be like, oh my God, tell me again. Like, that's my favorite thing. I love being a Dory kind of friend, like the fish from Finding Nemo. I just keep swimming, and I have no idea where the F you're from. And if you're Christian versus Catholic versus Episcopalian, I don't know the difference, you know. And I do forget if pescatarian can have fish. And I'm so happy to have you guys tonight. Give it up for yourselves. Manic Monday. I'm so happy to have you. I'm going to start tonight off with the most special guy here. You know him as America's sweetheart. Put your hands together for the one, the only, Mark Zaffron, everybody. He's like standing up. No, you were like... No, it's Mark Zaffron, everybody. Let's go. Keep it going. You need a theme song, too.
You know why it was not chaos when a grandfather was there? He controlled the checkbook.
Oh.
Typical Jewish family. Of course, when he said quiet, they all stayed quiet. They didn't want to cut down on that guilt for Hanukkah. You know? Yeah, you're laughing. I bet you never got any.
Plenty of guilt.
Guilt, though, not guilt.
Not guilt.
Yeah. I would talk about the airmen that got saved in Iran, but it's actually quite fascinating to see how that went on. I only have one thing to say about it, and then I'll go on to my act, which is that one thing Trump did, and some people may disagree, is remove the stain of dishonor on the U.S. military for the last time they went into Iran to save people. All right? Let's hear it for Jimmy Carter. Second worst president that ever existed. Joe Biden saved his ass. And 4 years of hospice. You know, Jimmy Carter would have been great in hospice out in Los Angeles, where is the only hospices where people don't die. They just keep them alive because they don't exist to keep billing. That's how $140 million went down the tubes in minutes. So, you know, talking about hospices and hospitals, you know, when I first met Sunda, she started dragging me out to all these comedy shows. I spent more time at Stand Up New York than you can believe. Because she was the MC there, and there'd be 4 shows on a Saturday night. The good part is I know everybody, but of a certain age. You know, they're all aging out right now, and they're replacing them with comics that just aren't that funny. So here I am. I'm going to her show at Ellen Stardust Diner, which is where superannuated Broadway people sing for their supper, essentially, as waiters and waitresses, hoping that somebody's going to walk in and say, I need you for my next show, anyhow. Actually, they're quite good, though there was one opera singer that annoyed me. So I come out, and I slip on the ice outside my apartment. Sunda has to get to the show, so I have to go back upstairs. Lord, I didn't know I had a broken leg. Because the thing about broken legs is the pain really starts later. The initial adrenaline and dopamine rush of breaking your leg, you don't feel it. I mean, that's why people, can break their leg while they're chasing criminals and not know it. And then they're crippled for life. Well, somehow, I called my wife. I said, what, you coming home? She says, one more comic. I said, what do you mean one more comic? She goes, I'm the MC. I said, you didn't tell me that. Finally gets home. I am in such pain. I can picture myself sitting on that couch in incredible pain, hobble downstairs to a cab, drag me to Beth Israel Hospital, stick me on a gurney, bring me inside. All right? I watched The Pit, by the way, and I remember all my emergency room visits. So they give me my shot of morphine, which was all I was waiting for, by the way. Because if you break your leg, you do not want Dilaudid. You don't want any of this crap. You want morphine, all right? Natural morphine made out of poppies. So they give me the morphine. I notice there's a little bit left in the syringe, and I knew that nurse went behind the counter and jabbed herself in the ass with that. All right, she looked like she was getting high. She was an Orthodox Jewish nurse, too. If I was married to her husband, I'd get high also. So here we are. They have to do screws in my knee. The doctor who sends me home is a sadist, sends me home with no painkillers, a bag of Ambien. I didn't know what Ambien was. They came in little 2-packs because he was a cheap guy, and he got them from the reps. They wanted him to push it. So I take 2 at a time. You don't take 2 Ambien at a time. Thank God I couldn't walk because I could be running naked down to 9th Street. All right, that stuff's rough. So that is what propelled me into the knee replacement industrial complex. There is a thing called the knee replacement industrial complex. That's because the amount of money in America that's spent on replacing knees is fascinating and large. And it makes you recognize what the real evil in healthcare is today is not Obamacare. It's not. It's out-of-network billing. It really is. United Healthcare will charge you extra money so that they'll let you pay more for your operation because some doctor has to be out-of-network. It's a scam, all right? My solution to healthcare in America is raise the billable rate on Medicare, insist that all doctors be in network, and pay them 150% of the new rate. Too bad you don't like it. There's always 1,000 Indian kids that are coming here that want to be doctors. All right? I represent that medical school. I know. So we were on our way. So I go to the doctor, and he runs me through the ringer. X-rays, beautiful Asian girls working in this place. I thought when they were taking my X-ray, they'd give me a massage. It was one of those medical centers in Beverly Hills. If you want good medical care, you do not go to Beverly Hills. All right? They have all kinds of scams there. Like somebody was once bragging to me about a dentist who gave him a foot massage. I said, no, she's a foot fetishist. So they finally, I have to get the operation, and I didn't check on how much it was going to cost. And then I noticed, because they fool you, it says Cedars-Sinai on his door. But he must buy that name from them because he was out of network, which meant $50K. That's just for him. Forget what the ambulatory surgery center is going to charge. Right. So we get there. They take me out. When you get an operation, they have to give you your pre-operative checkup. The doctor found something in my heart. All right. I just got his bill too. Him and I have to have a discussion. So they send me across the parking lot to the cardiology, which is really great because you notice something when you're out in the valley that they have beautiful equipment, and they take everything: Medicare, Medicaid, TRICARE, you name it, workman's comp. And the reason is they don't pay Beverly Hills rent. And they don't pay the same that they have to pay for everything else. So he takes me through this, the first, step. They give you that thing. They take a picture of your heart. And I have to come back the next day. So I bring Sunda. The reason you bring your wife to the cardiologist is because when you come back from the cardiologist and say, this is what he said, they're going to call you a liar. They're not going to believe you. So you bring your wife. First thing they do is they want me to take a stress test. Now, my knee is killing me at this time. I can't take any stress tests. So I didn't know that I never would have had to go to the cardiologist and run on a treadmill like a gerbil in a cage. Because all they have to do is give you a shot, which mimics you running on the treadmill like a gerbil in a cage. No more taking gym clothes to the cardiologist. So I get the stress test. They tell us to go down the street, get something to eat. All there is a Subway. Walk into the Subway. We order the turkey sandwiches. Cinda looks over in the corner. The 2 8-year-olds shooting up. She doesn't eat her sandwich. That was good for me at that time. Leftovers. There were 2 sandwiches. We go back, and it's now time for them to shoot me with a radioactive isotope so they can track what's going on in my heart. All right? Guy has this lead case, and he pulls out the vial, and they shoot me up. I do the test, and I realize I'm glowing like Chernobyl. Is this because when you go home, you got Chernobyl belly? That's why they tell you to come out the day after, because you spend the entire next day on the toilet. Because it's sick. Yeah, it makes you sick. So come back the following day with my daughter. So here we are. It's one more test. They're going to shoot me up with a radioactive isotope again. Take pictures of me with this fancy camera. So they shoot me up, and then the technician turns around to my daughter Aviva and says, "Are you pregnant?" She jumps up like she's ready to fight because she thought he was talking about her weight. He was supposed to ask her before he pulled out the radioactivity in case she was pregnant. So we come back to again the other day. Of course, the interim is Chernobyl belly. And I bring Sunda, and the doctor's going to tell me what's wrong with me. So he's looking at my chart. You know, you see that face that doctors have when they're looking at your chart. You don't know how to read that. He said, your bloods are good. Oh, your heart's pumping really well. Your oxygen's good. You know what's really wrong with you? I said, no, you're fat. Duh. I knew I was fat. The good thing about it is that prior to that, I couldn't afford my Ozempic at $1,400 a month. Now it's $25 a month, which shows you that the Ozempic injectors have to be made by slave labor in China. Because only the Chinese can make something that mimics one of those wind-up dolls that claps, and you hear that little sound when you inject yourself. It's all the packaging that costs you the money on the Ozempic. Can't cost very much for the little bit of Ozempic mixed in probably some sort of alcohol that you're shooting into yourself. So I have the Ozempic, and I realize, why am I putting myself through this? Because Ozempic has its own, little side effects that aren't so pleasant. So I look in the mirror and I said, I'm going to transition. I am no longer a fat man. I am now thin. And everybody has, and since I've transitioned, you all have to believe my hallucination. And not only that, I changed my pronouns. I'm now skinny and slim. You can't call me fat or chubby. If you do, it's against the law. Can you imagine a little 8-year-old kid, somebody called him fat and chubby, and he said, I'm thin, and the teacher would take the kid to call him fat and chubby and throw him out of the room. You misgendered him. He said, no, I didn't. His fat is an agenda. It is now. Anyhow. Oh, we'll get to trans fat some other time. Before somebody gives me the light. Anyhow, that's pretty much the way it goes, So at the end of the day, you lose the weight with the Ozempic, and I keep going back to the cardiologist, and it's good though, because what the real problem was, being fat, you can't get in the operation because it's 5 weeks of recovery, and they want you to walk. Can you imagine your knee is messed up, and you're walking with all that weight? It's a scam. It's like Eisenhower called them, the military-industrial complex. This is the knee replacement complex. Because what did I get? A $79 Rejuvenate. I put it on in the morning. It gives me heat and massage. And ever since I started using it, and losing weight, by the way, I can walk again. I've actually made it up and down a couple of flights of stairs. Well, at least one. All right. I'm now going to bring you the Comedy Concierge. You know where concierge comes from. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. Because when they came to visit the playwright, she said, I'm the concierge. My husband used to be the concierge, but he died. So here she is, the concierge.
Hey.
Keep it going for the... Where are you going? I sound like Cinda. I was going to put you... Go to the bathroom.
Thank you.
Even though you're better when you're holding it in. That's what she says. Okay.
You are.
It's true. I shouldn't have let her go. Ugh. If I... Huh? Huh? She's not going up? That's not true. She's going up. Jason. She's going up. At the LA School of Comedy, we go up. We get up and we go up and we turn up. Even if it... Look at Jason being so respectful of our wishes. And I'm like, no. Give it up one more time for Jason Ham, everybody. The producer who can work with the talent. Oh my God, this is what I forgot. I wrote it down in my notebook. We do headshots here. And Jason's doing headshots. This just in. We had a photo shoot yesterday. And my friend did my lashes. She did my lashes. Zoom in. No, I'm kidding. Imagine I waited. Imagine I No, I'm kidding. Closer. Jason telling me to go closer. And I'm like, no, it was so stupid. If Jason can work with me, he could work with anybody. Turn towards the camera and I'm like here and the camera's there. Like, I don't know. ADHD, girl type. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, what was I going to say about fat men, though? I think we all have one fat man that has, like, saved and changed our life. Even if it's not your dad or your husband or your grandpa. Like, my dad, I mean, he used to sit and he would watch my 600-pound life and I would walk in the house and he'd be like, is that me? And I'm like, not yet. Damn near. But we could change it. He also wasn't. I mean, he never mixed up his own, like, Manjaro. He didn't love it. I don't know. It's a lot of work. It honestly seems like a lot of work. I don't know if I could do it. So I actually do admire the people who do go through with it. He's so funny. He's a carnivore. Anybody else? Are you a carnivore?
I eat meat.
But you're like an omnivore. Like, you'll eat a salad. He won't really eat a salad even. For a minute, he wasn't having any fruits or veggies. It was like meat. Like the videos where it's a slab of wood and meat.
That's why he's supporting 3 cardiologists.
Stop it. He's actually doing really well. Thank God. He's on whatever. He's doing really well. I'm happy for him. But my mom hates the smell of all the steak cooking. And it's just so funny because she walks in the house and she's like, and she opens every door, every window. I just wish we had like an Office type of show about my family where they could each get like like the scene, and then they look at the cameras and then they get a one-on-one. Where my mom's like, I just can't stand it anymore. Every time I go to the butcher, like, I don't know. It's so funny. It's so funny. When was the last time you guys were at Glot Mart? I've gone 10 years strong without going, and I feel good. It's like Jewish night. I'm kidding. To Glot Mart. I hate that place. It's nice to have a Jewish community in Los Angeles, but then when I can't go anywhere looking like shit, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to run into people anymore. I don't want to be pushed with a cart for a sale on fucking stinky fish anymore. I don't want that. Lee is like, Lee and I have a bit that, like, we never work on, but it just happens when he's here. And I just bring him up. I'm like, he's bursting with energy, and he needs to get up here. So who wears short shorts? Put your hands together for the one, the only Lee Shorts, everybody. Keep it going. Believe it or not, we were not at the same Seder.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I think we all deserve something better.
Yeah.
I know I do. But sorry to disappoint you all. Yes, these are all rough jokes, practice jokes. Don't laugh. Don't until they're polished jokes. No laughing. No laughing, no laughing, no laughing. That's the deal. Sorry. But, and like, I've given my girlfriend a chance to come to open mics. Two now. No way. She says, call me when, I act like, the next Robin Williams. Okay. She just say I'm just horrible. She said I was the worst person of all the open mics, really.
Oh,
it's horrible. She's like, don't be a comedian. It's a waste of time. Yeah. And she's like, I said, why are there all these people laughing? And she's like, they're laughing because they feel sad for you. Pity laughs, she says. Pity laughs. She said that. She said afterwards, you're not prepared. What were you doing? You look like you're like looking at the ceiling and hoping people will laugh at you. Looking at the ceiling. What's wrong with you? She's like, she doesn't want to come to another one. She says, feels, waste of time. You're not the next Ron Williams. And if you are, you can text me and tell me you think you are.
Oh my God.
But, I say, please, please, please go easy on me. Go easy on me. I try to appeal to her. Never works, And I did say that I had a lot of problems when I was a kid. I really did. And I was locked in a closet once, really. Down in the closet. Mom put the dog down with me. I don't even know why she put the dog down. I don't know why the dog had to suffer for something I did. I don't know what she did. But she brought me up and I said, why? Why did you do that? And my mom said, I had to put you down there. I'm sorry, because I had already put your brother in the closet. That made sense. I understood that. No, I'm kidding. I just say that to my girlfriend. My mom never locked me in a closet, really, or did anything like that. It's the attic. It's really the attic most times. And I did get bread sometimes. Mostly just water. But anyway. But she really, she just she doesn't let up, my girlfriend. She doesn't. Any time of the day, anytime she hears I do comedy, she says, every moment, every joke, every time you're up there, I'll be hating you every second of the time you're up there. Every second. And she means that, by the way. She doesn't like comedians. She doesn't like them. Okay, fine. It's not a requirement that really she has to support me. Okay, that's not a requirement. It would be helpful, make me feel a little bit better about myself. But why would she want me to feel that way? Why? I had a lot of behavioral problems as a kid. I tell her, it wasn't easy, and I couldn't even get like one-on-one time with teacher. And my parent, she came in and talked to the PTA conference, and and my mom said, you never give him individual time ever. And she's like, well, the teacher said, well, I do give him individual time. When I yell at him, that's one-on-one time. My mom agreed with that, actually. So she's right. One-on-one time is one-on-one time. But anyway, I go on. But I do. And my mom, for so long, since I was like 9, she wanted to be a doctor. Okay, doctor, right? Of course. And every day she sat at me, go, get those stethoscopes, play around with it, look at people's hearts, and, you'll make future for yourself. 10, 11, 12. Finally, I got in high school, I said, Mom, I want you to love me for being like who I am and not my profession, And she said, you're right. You can be anything you want. She said, anything you want. I'm like, thank you. And she's like, well, but how about a doctor? or a lawyer. Or a lawyer, though. Well, Okay. Well, but I go on. I do. And my dad, when I talked to him the other day, actually, he was a wannabe broadcasting dad. So it was not far from really, when he's learning to become a broadcaster, it really wasn't too far from really every morning wake up, sticking a microphone in my face and saying, "Hi, Lee, good morning. How was your sleep last night? Did you have any bad dreams? Okay, let's turn it over to your mother now. I'm not really interested in talking to you. Let her do it. We need to go somewhere else." That was really a lot of times. Here we are. I'm Lee, Bob Schwartz at the dinner table with Lee Schwartz. We're having some steak and mashed potatoes. We have Lee with me and, your mother, my wife, who I don't really want to be around very often. And I want to go on another trip and get away from the whole family. But back to you, Lee. Can you pass the mashed potatoes and steak, please? And how is it, by the way? Well, it's okay. No, it's not. It's horrible. Your mother's a terrible cook. Please. That's why I don't want to be around her. She just makes terrible coffee, too, as well. So, that really wasn't too far from the way it was. Yeah. Trying to be the local broadcaster and trying every time to get it right, get that voice just right, at our expense, because I never felt like I was talking to a human being as a father. It was like an announcer. It really was. Once in a while, one time I tried to get to the human person in there, because every Sunday he'd make fun of his sister. She was kind of mildly, I have to say what it is, mild, intellectually challenged. In those days, they said mildly retarded. Okay, that's what they said. Okay, I don't know what else. That's what. So he'd make fun of her, and he liked messing with her a lot, because he also was a one-time assistant on Candid Camera, which is a show where you like pranking, like fooling people. The early days of pranked, really. So every Sunday, Janet would call, and she'd always be looking for a cat. She'd always lose her cat on Sundays. It was always Sundays she'd lose her cat. So every Sunday, my dad would call her, and Janet would be saying, "Hi, have you seen my cat around?" And my dad would say, "Hold on. Get the door. Oh my God, Janet, your cat is here." And she'd say the same thing every time. "Bobby, send him back." My dad lived in Connecticut. She lived in Boston at the time. So he just wasn't. I just felt it was terrible. He made fun of his sister all the time. She didn't deserve that. But anyway. I go on. And I do every day. But a lot of times I try to get out of things my whole life. Trying to get out of things. Kind of started at birth, really. Trying to get out of things. And it wasn't easy getting out of something that day. But I made it, and I got it through. And thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Woo! Where can we find you?
You can find me YouTube, Lee Shorts. Lee Shorts.
Yeah,
There. Lee Shorts. Short. And I'm good at short.
And on Instagram, short.
Small talk, short talk.
Short form content.
Okay, do small talk, short.
Yeah.
Short
Yes.
content, short. Yes, all sorts of.
You see
Lots
how
of shorts.
Yeah.
See, shorts is shorts. That's the name of the game. Short. Very short. Middle name. Short. Thank you again. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Outro now, short. Keep it going for Lee, everybody.
Yeah.
That's great.
I want to get bomber jackets that say LA School of Comedy with like a number and like our last names. I'm like Lee Shorts on a jacket. Imagine. Jazz Clarity.
I love it.
My femme fatale.
Yes.
Will you please come up here? Please, pretty please, with a chain on top and show us those pants in this outfit. Put your hands together for a femme fatale, the one and only Jazz Clarity, everybody. Let's go. Come on.
Oh gosh. Thank you. Let me count the ways that I am so short every time I realize as soon as I get up here. You were just fine. High challenge issues. I definitely did not plan on getting up here, so please just be patient with me. Oh my gosh. Hey. So, Lee was talking about how his parents wanted him to be a lawyer. I remember those days. I started college like, I'm going to be a lawyer. It's going to be me. I'm going to go to the criminal justice classes, and I'm going to be a lawyer. Oh, I'm going to be Claire Huxtable. Going to marry me a doctor. We're going to do it. We're going to do the whole thing. And I got to class, and I was like, ooh, this class is hard and boring. So I paid this dude to, take the class for me. He was in my, I don't know, whatever class. So I paid him to take the class, paid him $40. I still failed. Guess he wasn't paying attention either. It was a really boring class. It just wasn't for me. I mean, I got my degree in sociology, and I still practiced justice studies, but yeah, it wasn't for me. just wasn't for me. Oh my gosh. But I like a lot of lawyer shows. You know, the Law and Orders, High Potential is not really a lawyer show, but you know, you fight the crimes. But you know, those lawyer shows, the good drama on it. And so, most recently, since, you know, I'm here, I just went to phone court. Has anybody been to phone court? You've been to phone court?
I've had court over the phone.
Yeah. I didn't think that was a real thing. They sent me a notice like, we're going to have a court hearing and you're going to be representing your side. And I was like, I don't really understand what you mean I'm representing my side. And the way the letter read, it was more like, you're going to tell me your side and then I'm going to bring that to court. And I was like, okay, I'll tell you what happened. And I get in there and they're like, the judge is willing to hear your side. Let's do opening statements. Opening statements? Baby, all I've been to court on is TV. I'm like, I've never done this. I'm like, it's a judge on the phone. Hey, judge, I don't really know what's happening, but I will try. They're like, do you understand the words that we're saying? Do you agree? I guess. Do you have any questions? Not at the moment. It was a crazy time. And that just recently happened to me. I was so baffled. And it was like closing statements, and I'm like, I've watched that 1,000 times on Law and Order, on just all kind of shows. I love a good drama for the lawyers, and I was like, you know what? I said what I said, Judge. You heard me the first time. I don't really know what you want me to say. You heard me. So next time y'all go to telephone court, make sure you're prepared, because I was not. I was texting people like, I should have called you. Should have called you to be a witness. I wasn't ready. I was not prepared. I probably should have. Next time I know. Anytime somebody tells you phone court, be prepared. Because I was not. Let me tell you. I feel like I'm on phone. Just make sure everybody can see. I'm actually on phone court right now. You guys are all my witnesses. Please make sure you represent me well. I was not here for this. Let me tell you. Making me come to the stage. I was not here for this. So let me tell you about, like, make it work for me? Let me tell you about something. I know, it's something I was thinking about back in the way time ago's days, a story I was going to tell people. So, like, has anybody been in a situation where you realize that cartoons really have a point when they do this, like, uh-oh, and then something happens? Like, you really actually were engulfed in that moment? So, like, I had one of those moments, right? Way time ago's days. That's, like, my favorite saying, way time ago's days. This is, like, way time ago's days, right? My god sister was having this moment where she was arguing with this dude, and we were in the house, and she comes out of the bedroom crying. Me and my boyfriend are sitting on the couch. She's like, ah! She runs out. I'm like, what happened? Like, hell no, it's a student here. I go downstairs. I should have already been downstairs. I don't know why I was standing on the stairs watching her cry, but whatever. And she runs and she goes into my godmom's room, and I go back downstairs. I'm like, I'm going to get these knives. I'm going to kill this dude. And I grab these 2 knives, got one in each hand, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to murder you. And he looks at me, and he's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. What did you do to my sister? He pulls out this gun. Oh my God. And, like, tells me, you're not going to do anything. My boyfriend's like, you're not going to do anything. But in my mind, I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. So I leave the room, and I go out of the window because I'm trying to get around to the other room because she won't let me in the door. And I'm like, let me in. Are you okay? Oh, my God. Are you okay? My boyfriend's like, we're going to break through the window. So I go through the window, and this is where the cartoon comes in. Both knives in hand. I come out the window. My mouth immediately goes, uh-oh. I immediately hit the ground. Starfish. Both knives in hand. Starfish. And he looks out the window and goes, are you okay? First off, why are you whispering? I am starfish on the ground. What do you mean? Why are you whispering? Are you okay? Jazz, are you okay? And I just started busting up laughing. It was the most hilarious thing to me because I literally starfished on the ground, fell through the roof, really had this moment of like, uh-oh. And like, hit the ground, splat. Craziness. And then my sister comes out the room like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you. So now we're all downstairs laughing and giggling about how I starfished on the ground with a knife in my hand. 2 knives. No cuts, no bruises. Amazing time. And yeah, that's like the story of how I lost my virginity. So great times. It wasn't that great. But that's how, you learn something every time that cartoons have just a little bit of reality in them. When you say, uh-oh, hit the ground, it's a real thing. So, that's a new story. I hope that you guys enjoy that. I'll be, figuring that out. Last thing I'm going to say, going back to lawyers, is I need a lawyer for my dog. She really needs to get out. I love her so much. So much. She's amazing. She's the greatest dog in the world. And I'm allergic. And she lives in my house, and nobody cares that I'm allergic. And I really need her to get out. She needs a job or something because she comes, she gets so excited I'm home, and I get so excited to see her. And then she leans that leg out like, scratch my butt. Scratch my butt. And I'm like, this is sexual harassment. You really got to chill. But it never fails. Just scratch my butt, Mom. Scratch my butt. I'm like, yeah, you're going to get me in trouble. So I don't really like dogs like that, but I love mine. I love mine. Don't tell anybody. I do scratch her butt. Anyway, if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can find me here at the LA School of Comedy. But you can also find me Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Jazz Clarity. That's JASCLARITY. And bring it back to the stage, Sam. Yeah. Amazingness. I did not plan on coming up here. I love you.
Okay, but love you and love that set and love you and love these pants. Okay. Keep it going for Jazz, everybody. When you come here, you may or may not end up on stage.
Definitely.
I'm just going to say that. Odds are you will end up on stage more likely than like if you're at the Westfield Mall. You might not end up on stage there. The Century City Mall, like they will have John Legend perform on a Tuesday. Then it's packed on a Saturday, and your freaking ears have to be subject to a girl who looks like me in a flower crown singing a cover of freaking Lumineers, and you're trying to get past the American Girl line, and they're like, I don't know. It's so messed up. I just think the mall is so crazy. I want to explore that. I want to explore, like, who is Rick Caruso? And what does he do? But we know what this guy does, and he's our headliner tonight. You know him, and if you don't, you will. Either way, you love him. Put your hands together for the one only Patty, everybody!
Thank you.
Patty for comedy!
Very much. Thank you
And
so
for the
much.
people.
Thank you so much. Keep it going for Sam. Give it up for Sam. It has been an intimate evening. Has it not? The group of us, it's part, I would say part comedy open mic, part intervention, maybe. Maybe a little of that flavor on both sides of the bread. You know what I mean? But that's cool. We're a tiny cult or an abusive orphanage. One fucking thing, maybe, or the other. But you know what piqued my curiosity? Because now I'm going to tell my virgin story. That was a long time ago. It was actually lost by candlelight. It was not. I'm just telling you. It was a lantern. Lantern. That's the first time I saw pussy was by lantern. Ooh. Nice. You got to get the lighting right. It's very attractive. No. I'm not going to. It was in a bowling alley parking lot in the south side of Chicago. The Payless Bowl. Yeah. I finished on her father's parka. He was bowling inside. And it kind of scared me because I was like, oh! Because it's hard for you to imagine how much of like a convulsion it is. And I think I need not explain it to the men, But if you could get experiences, whoa, especially when you're a powerful young man and just whoa, and it scared me. I was like, oh my God, look what you made me do. I was very concerned. Then you're flooded with but I was like, she's like, oh, that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. She was way older. She was like 19. She was 19. She took advantage of me. I was a minor at the time. I'm not complaining, though. I'm not fucking complaining. She was insane. But I used, yeah. It scared me, but about 4 minutes later, I said, could we do that again? Very resilient as a youngster. You know what I mean, Lee Schwartz? Do me a favor. And you guys need, first of all, to help me with this. Lee, someday you're going to kill that woman.
Oh, my God.
You need to cut bait. This is something weird's going to happen. How many cats does she have?
5 real ones, 6 porcelain ones.
Okay, this is just, if you have more than 3 cats, you don't have cats. The cats fucking have you. You know that. You live in their domain, sir.
I'm watching Dateline.
This is a white woman who culturally appropriates Japanese paws up kitty cats. Is that true? Get the fuck away from them. Get away. Run as fast as you can from this woman. You know what I mean? Smother her. No, don't. Don't. Resist the urge and get the fuck out of there. Thing is, he's a decent looking guy. I mean, lots of gals would probably want to chat you up. Why are you addicted to this girl who's mean to you?
Dateline. Keep watching Dateline.
I don't want to see you on Dateline because let me tell you something else. You guys, we love the guy. The other half of me thinks she might just kill you. She could. It happens. Not as much. Men do most of the killing. Men are mostly kill. That's mostly what the men do. She might get someone else to kill you, though.
More likely guy to be killed than girl. That's right. Guy, you're more likely us to be killed than...
Or just killing all the way around is a man thing. Mostly. Killing. It's true. Yeah, like there are way more regulations on a vagina on the federal level than there are for any firearm. It's true. There are way more regulations than state to state. And here's the thing, like, I've never heard of an assault vagina. If I did, I think I would like to try it. There's something about that name I would go, I could do this, Lord, just once and be forgiven. Get in this assault vagina. But guns, you can't put too many regulations on guns. I'm not going to talk about that. Can I talk about something real? You want to hear something real? Yesterday, a teenage girl yelled, "I'm not goth, you boomer!"
Oh, my God.
That's the last time I give my granddaughter a ride to Panda Express.
Oh, my God.
So, my God, I don't know what she's a teenager now, She's not my sweet little granddaughter, Ella. Something else has happened. And she is not goth. Oh, no, she's emo. Isn't that the thing from the insurance commercial? There's the emu for the... Do you know what it is, the emus? They don't, yeah. I'll tell you what it is. I love her, but now she's got a pet snake and she dresses like she's on her way to a sexy funeral. I miss her. I miss... She's a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. She teaches in the Valley. And she's like 14. But I love her. She's adorable. You guys would love it. Listen to this story. This is great. When she was 9 years old, she choked me into unconsciousnness.
Oh, my God.
Just out of nowhere. I was just watching. I don't even know what happened. And actually, as I remember, my brother pulled her off of me. It was a couple of minutes. She kind of frightens me, is what I'm getting at. She's a little frightening in that, she could be possessed type of thing. Just that look sometimes I'm like, ooh, scary. Ooh. But I love her. She's odd. But I like odd. Odd, my life proves that I like odd. I knew that we would always be like kindred spirits because she hates Disney. She does not like this. Fucking hates Disney. I hate Disney too. Full disclosure, I fucked a Disney adult or two in my day. One had a tattoo above her coochie. It said, "The happiest place on earth." It's the fucking happiest place on earth. She had like that, Donald Duck and Goofy over her. But I hate fucking Disney. So, people don't know. I will tell the truth. Are you guys ready for this? Can you handle the truth? Truth is, Walt Disney was fucking Hitler's best buddy. Good fucking buddy of him. He was a big supporter, If Walt Disney had Anne Frank's address, he would have sent her a drum set for Hanukkah. You take your time with that. He was no fan of the Jewish people. Just say that. Fucking Mickey Mouse is fucking annoying. Fuck Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm going to say? Fuck Mickey Mouse. Right? You know the happiest place on earth? It's Trader Joe's. As you can tell,
Right.
I partake. Because Trader Joe's, fucking, this is genuine. Listen, I'm there too much. They took my name tag away. I don't actually work there. I just had a name tag made. Because I'm very lonely. I don't know if you can tell. It's not that, the wife and I aren't okay. It's just she pays absolutely no attention to me. So I hang around there and people, ask me. Today a lady asked me, she said, "Do you know where the decaffeinated Peruvian mountain tea is?" And I said, "It's right over here. Let me show you." I took her over there. That's more than I get at home. That's action for me. Then, I'll tell you, last week I was over by the Pasadena Salads. You ever get over there? Woo! A lot of sexual tension. A lot of fucking sexual tension over by the Pasadena fucking Salads. And this, I'll tell you what happened. This Albanian couple propositioned me to do a throuple. You know what I'm saying? A throuple. And here's the thing. I declined. I declined. And let me tell you something. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay? It's not that I don't enjoy group sex. I do. Who doesn't? But Albanians put me off. Are there any Albanians here? Good. Let's talk about them. Do you know any of them? Have you spent any time with these people? Oh my God, even when they're in a good mood, it's clinical depression. I don't know, have you spoken to them? If you speak to them, if you don't have to, just don't. But if you have to, it's like you realize that you're losing an argument you didn't even know you were having. You know what I mean? Avoid them. Stay away from the Albanians if you can. Who's know? Follow your heart. What do I know? But when I walked out of Trader Joe's, okay, they asked me to leave. Sorry, they asked me to leave. And there's an unhoused goddess who's always there. You know what I mean? Just a beautiful woman with no fixed address.
Oh my God.
She's always on the same yoga mat. And she looked at me and she says, "You look vaguely like you play pickleball." I said, I didn't know what that meant, but what I found out it means is you look like a rapidly aging white man who probably can't afford to golf. Bingo! That's my fucking demographic. I'm a pickleball white. There's a pickleball. That's my demo, baby. Pickleball white. I can't afford to fucking golf. Are you kidding? But I'm not a bowling alley white. Don't convince me with them or some type of horseshoe throwing trailer dwelling white. That's not fucking me. Neither am I. Don't converse or conflate softball whites. Those are mostly alcoholic lesbians who can't afford to golf. That's mostly who those are. Of those folks. It's all in my book, Pickleball White. It's Pickleball White by Patty. It's available on Amazon. Pickleball White, also coincidentally my porn name. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. And if you're there, buy my other book, Selling It with Humor, and my piece de resistance, the semi-autobiographical, The Business End of the Glory Hole. It's a travel guide for young men on a budget. You guys have been great. Give yourself a couple rounds of applause. I'm going to bring the one and only Sam back to the stage. Give it up for Sam.
Ready?
Yes.
You didn't say you're real where we can find you.
Oh, yes. I can be found at PADDYFORCOMEDY Patty4 Comedy on the Instagrams, and I'm at The Mix every Wednesday night in Pasadena, at The Mix _Pasadena. Thank you so much. And one more time for Sam.
Keep it going, guys. Keep it going for keeping it going. For California, for all of you. It's been a beautiful night. I want to thank you guys for coming. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Our classes work with your schedule. That's crazy. In a New York minute and an LA hour, we get things done. We love you. I've been Sam. Find us at www.aleexwillcomedy.com. One more time for Jason and Mark. And for you guys. And the people in the back. And the Trader Joe's employees.